Hello, Knights fans. Welcome to the 10th edition of Knights Baseball Roundup. I'm Tommy Meade, filling in for Ryan, here with head coach Gary Puccio. And Coach, why don't you start us off with the alumni question of the week?
First of all, Tommy, welcome, and nice to have you here filling in for Ryan. Obviously, you're a little better baseball player than Ryan is, from what I've been told, so I think, right? Pretty true. Alumni question of the week comes from Mr. Bittman, John Bittman, who's obviously our favorite alumni. He handles the Alumni Association, and he talked about why there's only 24 games this year in the conference and how that affects our opportunity to be successful. And it definitely does. You know, we've started out 2-6, and there's only 4 conference weekends left, 16 conference games left, and it makes it a little more difficult when you fall a little bit behind to catch up. So, yeah, it makes the road a little tougher, and hopefully we're going to handle it.
All right. No non-conference games this week, but before we talk about this weekend's series with Central Connecticut, let's look back at Wagner from this past weekend, the home opener for NEC series. You lost 3 of 4 to the Seahawks, but you got a tremendous pitching performance from Logan Frady on Sunday.
Yeah, we also got tremendous performance from Joe Flack on Saturday, and I kind of felt, as you know, there was a call in that game. It was 0-0, and I think it was top of the 6th, and the bases loaded, and I thought we turned a double play, and they said my first baseman came off the bag a little bit early, and a run scored on that play, and then they got another base hit to make it 3-0, and we lost 3-0. And obviously we didn't score, so it didn't stop us from winning, but it's a little disheartening when you kind of feel like you're right there and a close call goes against you, especially in your own home park. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. Joe's pitched terrific for us ever since he's been here, so we need to get him a little more run support because that seems to be a problem. Sunday, Logan was Logan. I mean, that's kind of what we want out of Logan. It's why he pitches the Sunday game. He's got to be our anchor, and he definitely came up big for us on Sunday. I think he threw 7 1/3, something like that, and 3-hit ball. He just did a great job. Gave up 1 run and just held them in check to give us a chance to at least get out of there with 1 W.
Offensively, Coach, you got some good production at the top 2 spots in the lineup, and then actually from your number 9 hole, Shane Siebler, the senior outfielder, hit .500 for the week. And then at the top of the lineup, Matt McCann and Dylan Sprague. Batting averages weren't that high, but the on-base percentages were really high.
Yeah, Matty and Dylan have been terrific setting the table for us. They've done a real good job in those first 2 spots. In fact, I think about a week ago, they were also the 2 leading hitters on the team. So they've been doing the job getting on base. We just need to do a better job of driving them home. Shane's a trooper. He's always come through for us. I mean, he's been my right fielder for 4 years, but obviously he was hurt for one of those 4 years, so he'll still be back next year. I'm a big Shane Siebler guy, always have been. I just, the kid comes to play every day, gives you 100%. So I'm very happy with him, and that kind of makes 9-1-2 productive for us. And like I said, we just got to drive in more runs. I mean, we scored 22 runs at Sacred Heart for the 4-game series. I think we only scored 12 this past weekend against Wagner. That's half the runs. That's a big drop-off. We just didn't seem to get the key hits we needed to get this past weekend. But Matty's done a great job, and Dylan also. And Dylan's become so consistent. This is a kid that since freshman year, I mean, I made him the second baseman, and he just has stepped in and taken charge. He really has.
In Sunday's win, we talked about Logan Frady's performance as a starting pitcher, but then the formula that you want to use worked perfectly with Eric Snyder coming out of the bullpen and picking up his 27th career save.
Yeah, that kid's been money in the bank for us, obviously, since day one. It's just incredible how, I've been using him more this year, 5-out saves, 6-out saves, and he's a trooper. He comes up and he just gets it done. He's done a real nice job for us, and yeah, it seems to be a winning formula is right now get the starter to get me to Snyder, and that combination has been successful. Ryan McGrath did that to win against Sacred Heart, and obviously Logan did that on Sunday. So, the key is to get the ball to Snyder with the lead. We get the ball to Snyder with the lead, we're usually in pretty good shape.
All right, Coach, now looking ahead to this weekend, you're going to make the trip up to Central Connecticut for the 4-game series. What do you see in the Blue Devils?
Hey, Central Connecticut is always a strong team. I mean, Charlie Hickey's one of the best coaches around. He's been around forever. Did a great job at Providence before becoming the coach at Central, and he's done a terrific job at Central. They're always a playoff contender. They're always right there. So, we know it's going to be a tough haul, especially going up there to beat them. Good hitting team, always have been. I know Dominic's having a real good year already, and Severino, and they're going to come to play. We know that. They always give you a great battle, and they're always tough to beat. So, we know we got our work cut out for us, and I'm just curious which team you'll be rooting for since you're a Central Connecticut player.
I'll probably be abstaining this weekend.
Oh, abstaining? Okay, that's fair enough. We'll have to settle for that because you went to the to the NEC title game, and you went to the NCAAs as a Central Connecticut player. What,
2010. I was on the 2010 championship team.
That's pretty cool. I mean, that's not bad.
All right, Coach. We talked about the Blue Devils that you're going to play this weekend. You're 2-6 in the conference right now. What do you think the team has to do to kind of get out of that hole?
Well, I think the biggest thing is we got to step up with the pitching. I mean, we've had trouble with bringing in guys in middle relief that haven't really been able to accomplish what we need them to accomplish, and that's kind of got to change. I mean, someone has to step up and take the bull by the horns and make it possible for us where, starting pitcher can't be expected to have to go into the 8th inning and then turn the ball over to Snyder. We kind of need, in the past, Khaleesi and Perline were the guys who did that job for us, and I know Anthony's struggling a little bit. Yona's been pretty good. Anthony's had some struggles, but if those guys could return to form or someone else can step up and do the job. I mean, Max Wolf has pitched, I think, 4 innings now for us in relief without giving up a run, so he's starting to make a name for himself and starting to get us to notice him. But that's where I think our biggest problem is. We need to improve in middle relief.
Great, Coach. Thanks for joining us as always. The Knights will be taking on the Central Connecticut Blue Devils this weekend in a 4-game series. The first game will be played on Friday, 2 games on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. Coach, good luck in New Britain.